this is for Gloaty. And we gotta make sure the volume is on, not muted, because that doesn't help. Okay. So at the top of your page, we said put the date and put the time that we're doing the lesson, okay? So on your paper, write the date and the time, and then write Unit 1, Chapter 1. Okay? Escribe. See? Okay. So. Here is.
Fecha, hora la que iniciaste. Y chapter 1.
Dude,
Capítulo 1.
come on now. You can do this. So, Unit 1 is the Introduction to Economics. And Unit 1 has Chapter 1, what is economics? And Chapter 2, economic systems. And then, like we said, each chapter has goals for learning. And then at the end of the it has vocabulary. And then at the end of the chapter, or the end of the lesson, there's a lesson review. And then lesson 2. So chapter 2, lesson 2.
Where's the end?
Where's the end? If you go all the way to page 13. Keep going. Oh, see at the bottom of the page?
Okay.
I'm going to go make the bottom of the page appear.
So it's like 4 chapters?
Unit 1 has 2 chapters. The chapters have lessons. So when you get to a page that looks this color, then you know you're in the chapter review. So you'll answer those questions. And that'll be the end of the chapter. So
the question, what will you learn about?
yeah, you'll have lesson. You have lesson 1. And you'll read. And then when you get to end of lesson 1, you'll have review questions for lesson 1. Okay? That you're answering. And then you're going to answer those on paper and either give them to me or take a picture of them. Make sense? Okay. So we're going to move the papers over. You have that written down? Okay. So, what is economics? So you want your book open to page 3. Okay? Open. Okay. So the first thing you did was vocabulary. What was that? Resource. What's the word for resource in Spanish?
Resource?
Yeah. You did it yesterday. It's in your notebook. The word for resource?
I forgot resource. Resource is like, let me see. It's in the chapter 4.
Yeah, it should be right here, actually. What is the, yeah.
Resource.
What's the word in Spanish?
It's right there.
Mm-hmm. Do you have it written down? The word in Spanish? Español? Resource?
Oh, it's like recurso. So anything to people do to make the other things.
Can you spell recurso?
Recurso.
R.
E.
Mm-hmm.
C. Yeah.
C? C? What's next?
U. R. S. O.
You agree?
Yep.
Recurso. And then after that, then you write down anything that people. Do you know the word anything? This word here?
Y tú sabes cuál es la
Anything?
palabra anything.
Do you know that word? Anything? It's okay if you don't know the word.
Do.
If you don't know, so say you don't know the word anything. Could you Google Translate anything for me?
¿Sabes qué es anything?
Yep.
¿Qué es? ¿Qué es?
No te voy a decir.
Y tú ni sabes.
Es clase.
Ah,
What?
It's class. I can tell to
Oh.
her why is anything.
You could. But there's a reason for this. So anything.
Anything.
Cualquier cosa.
Yep.
cualquier cosa.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to need that one spelled. Qual? Qual? No. C.
Oh.
C.
Let me show you again.
Mm-hmm. C.
Anything. Es. Okay.
Thank you. So this is what you
Cualquier cosa.
cualquier cosa.
Pásame ese lapicero que está allá,
So I don't know what the word anything means.
en la cajita azul.
Eraser? No. Pen?
Mira, se parece que me.
Okay. So if I don't know
Get
what the
it?
word anything means, yep, I got it. Then I would stop and I would use the phone and I would do this. Okay? Anything that people, I know people. No es sabe.
People. Right?
The word no in
No,
Spanish is
yeah.
sabe.
Saber.
I know people, sabe, okay? So I keep going. I know use to make things or do work. Now say I don't understand work. You don't know, say work. Go back to Google Translate. Can you tell me what
Trabajo.
work is? Trabajo. Okay? So that's what you do. Don't Google Translate the whole thing. Okay? Don't use Google Translate and do the whole thing. Only use it for the words you don't know. Okay? Because that way you're using the English you know, and you keep using it and you keep using it, but you're making it so that you can use this to study.
Okay.
Did you understand what I said? Yes? Okay. All right. So this is how you're going to do the vocabulary each time. So you do all of your words, which you've done, right? You wrote all these down yesterday?
Yep.
Did you understand all the definitions yesterday? Labor is work. Capital, the things
Work. Yep.
of worth, machines, buildings, tools, and money.
Tools.
You knew all those words?
Right.
Okay. So
I know,
if you
I know about tools. I don't know tools.
you don't know tools, okay.
Tools.
So look up tools and see if you can figure out what tools mean.
All right. Instrumentos. Tools. Instrumentos. Okay.
What is it?
Nope.
Translate. Voodoo. English. Tools. Instrumentos?
Yep.
Instrumentos.
Tools.
So you would look up
tools.
and then write down instrumentos. Or, yeah. Okay? So if you're not sure about a word in your definitions, look up that word.
¿Cuál es?
He's looking at capital. And he did not know the word tools. Yeah.
Estoy quedando tarado ya.
¿Por qué?
Me paso toda la noche estudiando inglés. Ahora está la cabeza.
Well, it's good practice for the English regions
Yeah.
too, because this is how we're going to do their English regions. So you've done the vocabulary. So Glody, she's going to go through and she's going to do all of the vocabulary words in the blue boxes. Then the next section is
She did.
she will. I don't know if she did or not, but she will. So the next thing is the topics. So down here in your notes, escribe topics. So after vocabulary,
The word do you know? Do you don't know?
after you're all done with your vocabulary, your next task will be to write topics. Write this word.
I don't know topics.
Topics?
Nope.
Temas?
Oh, temas.
Temas? Yes. I love it. Thank you. All right. ICS. Okay. What are you writing? It's okay. It's okay. Just write the word topics. Your notes do not need to be
Ya
perfect.
iba a arrancar la hoja.
Es que yo también no puedo hacer así. Yo no puedo rayar mi hoja porque me dan ganas de arrancarla. Y aquí sí.
So your topics are the sentences in blue. So in your textbook, if you're looking at your textbook, there. If you're looking in your textbook, the topics are the sentences in blue, the questions. So then you write underneath the topics each one of these questions that are in blue. So topics, what
What question?
is, they're in blue at the top. What
Oh.
is economics? Question mark. Do you want a better chair? You can take that one. That one? Okay. What is economics? So underneath your topics, you would write, what is economics? And then under that, any word that you see in
Right.
the text that's in bold.
The answer is right there.
Yeah, write the words that you see in bold because they're going to be the answers. So if we flip over to this page.
Resource,
Topics.
labor,
What
capital,
is economics?
natural
Like that.
resource, economic,
What is economics?
It is the of the weather, of the forest,
Here you go. So after that, then you write down underneath what is economics. You're going to write down any word you see in bold. So resources, labor, capital.
Can I put the answer with a plain answer?
You can do whatever you want. They're your notes.
So the answer is just this one, the like more black one.
Yep, the bolded ones, the more black ones. Natural resources. And if you think about it, they're the words you see here in your vocabulary list. And choices.
¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué hay que hacer?
Oh, the words in bold.
Donde ya tú escribiste esto.
Ujú.
Entonces las respuestas de esa pregunta son estas. Todas las que están en
Son las negritas.
las negritas.
Yeah.
Las negritas.
This you can do.
Sorry.
You're okay.
Like this order.
You can do it any way you want.
Okay.
I go down because this is the way it's easier for my eyes to see it. But it's up to
Okay.
you. It's however your brain works. I love the fan, but see, her page keeps flipping.
Yeah.
I love the fan, but
It's the only problem with that.
Okay. Now from there, what was your topic?
Choice. Right.
What was your topic?
I got it.
What is the topic?
Topics.
What is it? What is,
What is
what's that word? Economics?
Is it topics?
Yeah, that's I'm asking you, what was your first topic? What is,
I think that was a question.
it is. And your first topic is, what is economics?
Okay.
Right?
What is this?
¿Qué es
What is
economics?
economic?
Now,
Resource, level capital,
Mm-hmm.
natural resource, economic choice.
right. So somewhere in there, didn't I hear you just say economics?
What?
You just said economics is one of your words, right?
Economics?
Yep. You have it too?
Yeah, economics.
And the question is, what is economics, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we go to where it says economics in there? So go to the spot in the paragraph where it says economics and point to it. You got it?
Point.
Yep, go like that with your finger. I have it. Do you have it?
Yep.
Do you have it? Okay. Read that sentence to me. Economics
Economics
is.
is.
Do you see the is?
Just read or I need to write?
I would write that sentence down because that is the answer to this question.
Okay.
What is economics? Economics is the study of how people and countries make decisions. The study of how people and countries make decisions
Oh, well.
about how to use their scarce
Oh, well
resources.
to the point.
Yep, all the way. That's a whole sentence. Yep.
Okay.
So I would write that down. Is the study.
Aquí, donde pusiste economic. Voy a poner de aquí todo esto hasta el punto.
Someone's gonna use a lot of paper in her notebook.
Mhm.
About how to use their scarce resources in the most efficient way. Now, I wrote down the sentence from the textbook that has the word economics in it. And then the last thing I did was I put the page number where that sentence came from. So if I have to go back and look, I know where to go in the textbook. Another thing I might do, if I don't know some of the words, no sabe, scarce, Google Translate, scarce. Okay? No sabe, scarce,
Skills?
scarce. Yeah, I don't know what the word scarce means.
I don't know.
Well, escasa, escaso,
Ajá. Escaso.
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 Okay.
es y coma y caso o escaso corrido.
Escaso. ¿Sabe qué es escaso?
Yeah, a little bit, tiny bit.
Por ejemplo, cuando hay poco de un producto, es escaso.
Agua, escaso,
Escasea.
in California.
Hay poca de un producto.
Jamás había escuchado eso.
¿Qué no qué?
Jamás había escuchado escaso.
Escaso no.
Jamás. Jamás he utilizado esa palabra. Yo, nadie, no sé.
What word do you
Había
use?
escuchado.
You don't use escaso?
En serio, jamás había escuchado esa palabra.
You don't use that word?
No.
No?
I think in Mexico they use that.
What word do you
use
do you
that.
see one you use? Down there through there?
Escasez. Escaso. Pero la palabra escasez tú la habías oído, ¿verdad?
Tal vez, no sé, pero escaso jamás.
No?
Escaso.
Oh. means tiny bit, pequeño. Not a lot. Okay? All right. Worries me when we can't. Let me know if the word doesn't make sense to you. Like, if you're like, I don't know what that is. Okay? Because then we'll have to look and see if we can find the word you know. All right? So what I showed Glody, I wrote down the sentence.
She can listen to you?
She should be able to, yeah. She can listen to you too. So no say any bad words. Because Glody will hear you.
Ok. Ella no puede escuchar.
See? Glody will hear you.
Ella está grabando un video para Glody.
It's okay. It'll help Glody feel like she's part of the class. All right. So what I told her is you write down the whole sentence,
Yep.
and then put the page number.
Oh, the page number.
Page 4. Where did you find the sentence? On page 4. Okay, so escribe P4. Porque that way you know where you found it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Does that make sense? Yes? Really? All right. All right. So you have another question here at the bottom. What is the difference between needs and wants? So, escribe. What is the difference between
¿Qué escribo? Es.
Oh,
needs and wants? Okay? Now, needs and wants answers our question, right? What is the difference between needs and wants? Do you know that question? You understand all the words in the question? What is the difference? Yeah? And if you look in your vocabulary list on the side, you see need and you see want. Okay? You see need and you see want here
is it?
on the side of your text.
Need one. Yep.
You can either, if you go into the text, write the definition from the textbook. A need is something that is necessary to remain alive. So, a need is something that is
Needs. So,
necessary to remain alive. And then a want, our wants,
just to the point, remain alive,
yep,
right?
things that we do not need.
A need. Dice aquí era el punto. Dice aquí.
Termina en el punto.
Sí, en el primer punto que ve.
Because if you see the word is or are, this is the word you're looking for. Need is, are is. Okay? So if you see the word is or are in the sentence, need is, that's the definition. They're explaining what the word means. So that's why you're writing down that sentence. And this is also on page 4. So you would write page 4.
Which one more?
What's that? I was telling Glody that and Ashley, if you see these two words in...
No, after the answer. Which one more?
I did needs and I did wants.
Oh, want.
Because you see the word want is bolded.
Okay.
And then I wrote down,
También es así. De aquí. De aquí.
Okay.
yeah. And we were talking about the word is and are. A need is, a want is.
Our things that we do.
Yeah. You see the word are things.
Our
Yep.
things.
Things you do not need to survive, but that make life better. You don't need a cell phone, but it makes your life better.
Yep. But it's not necessary.
Exactly.
In the 1950, they're happy and they don't have a phone.
They were, and they did not have a phone. It
Yeah.
was not a want then, because it wasn't something they knew then. A want then was a refrigerator. Everybody wanted a refrigerator. Really,
Yeah.
really, honest and for true.
For the meat,
Refrigerator and a microwave.
The
People are
meat.
like, whoa.
ice cream.
You didn't need the refrigerator. Do you know
I like ice
refrigerator?
cream.
Do you know that word, refrigerator?
Yeah, I know.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerador. Nevera.
That one?
Tenía idea más o menos de eso, pero no sabía si era eso.
He was saying in 1950,
In 1950.
in 1950,
Yep.
they didn't have, refrigerator was new.
And they was happy.
This new, nobody had one.
Yep.
And everybody they wanted a refrigerator.
And now
Yeah. But not everyone has a cell phone yet. Close, but not everyone. So when you're done with that, your next question. What are goods and services? So your next question is here. What are goods and services? Escribe.
life battle.
Todavía no terminas de escribir eso en serio.
Es que
Escríbalo, güey. Yo escríbalo, güey.
What? Oh, me writing?
Espérame, sí. She has the lady now.
If I was writing this in Spanish, it would be, I would be copying the words slowly because it would be letter by letter. So if I had to write that, it would be
The next one is
K. Yeah, do the next one.
chapter 5.
What are goods and services? You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. So if I had to write that, it would be
Estoy leyendo al revés.
I'd have to write more slowly.
Is this?
See?
What are good and service?
Right. So, and then below that, you write goods, manufactured, and services. The words in bold.
¿Tú lo escribiste, Ashley?
¿Qué?
¿Qué tú lo escribiste?
¿Qué?
Eso.
No. Está ahí.
You okay?
Aparte, tú apenas lo vas a empezar a escribir y yo apenas... Y cuando tú apenas vayas a terminar, yo ya terminé, entonces no te preocupes.
Wish I knew Spanish. No one talks to me. I don't know what she said. Ashley, talk to me in English a little. Because I don't know what you said. She's talking about me, aren't you? You're saying things about me, right?
I learned English right here.
Sure. You sounded very, very feisty. She's like, da, 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 da. Okay, so then goods, manufactured, services. Bold, bold, bold. Bold words. Do, do, do.
Again?
Yep, every time. This will be what you do every time.
Yeah.
It's slower this time
Good.
because you're not sure what to do. Goods,
What does that word mean?
goods,
No. second one.
manufactured.
What?
Manufactured.
Manufacture.
Yep.
It's a hard one.
Do you know what manufacturing is?
No, I don't know.
Oh, look at that next sentence. So if I look on the book, I see the word is. Manufacturing is. See in the book? Manufacturing is.
Yeah, manufacturing.
He said-
Manufactura. Creo que sí es eso. A ver, déjame ver.
She's like, I think I know.
Yeah.
So if you're not sure, I see the word is, so you just copy it in. Is the process of turning materials, you okay? Into products.
¿Qué era así?
Que te mate y pote.
Used
¿Qué?
every day.
¿Sabes qué significa que te mate y pote? ¿No es que sabes? Mejor que no sé.
¿Qué te importa? ¿Eso no? No. No sé, chica.
And this is on page 5. So I wrote page 5 there. You okay? Okay. So if you wanted to, goods are the things that people buy. Escribe, goods are the things that people buy. I say this because you see the word are. Are and is explains them. So you could go right here. Goods are the things that people buy. Escribe.
Okay.
If you want.
Si tú quieres.
Sí. How did you say
Que
that?
no me digas si tú quieres, porque de todas maneras voy a decir.
If you want is si tú quieres.
Si tú quieres.
Yeah.
Si tú quieres.
Si tú quieres. Si, if you don't want, let's go. Get out of here.
Things that people buy.
Nota que yo pongo como 10,000 alarmas para poder despertarme.
Yo pongo como quiera me levanto antes de la alarma.
How about services? Do you see services? Oh, now they're getting all fancy. Now they're getting
No quiero
fancy.
saber desde a qué hora suena bien.
Refer
Ahora
to.
son a las 6:20.
I see the word refer
Te levantas a
to,
las 6.
Y 20, sí.
and that equals is. So, in this sentence here, in services, so in the sentence here where it says services refer to. See it there? Services refer to. So, right here.
Porque a ahora tu mente está más despejada y tú
Refer to.
aprendes más rápido.
Ya sé, ya sé.
Coge ese truco, te va a funcionar.
You see it? Refer to. This means is. Okay.
Service.
Service, it says refer
Wait.
to in the textbook. Refer to
Manufacturing.
means is.
Dame buscar lo que más.
Oh, he's looking up manufacturing.
Manufactura, algo así tiene que ser. Tiene que ser manufactura.
No es eso. Yo
¿Ves?
también pensé que era eso, pero no es eso.
Salimos engañados.
Ujú.
Ya lo sabía, como dice el chavo. Fabricado. Ponelo aquí. Qué gran sorpresa.
So the words refer to means the same thing here as the word is. Services refer to.
Service
It means is. So
is
I put service is
servers.
work.
Service.
Service is work
Service.
done for other people
Okay.
for a fee. For a fee.
It's when you work for other people.
Yeah. I'm performing a service.
Yeah.
If Ashley
To work
decided
down
she
for
wanted to be a
other
mechanic,
people
she wanted to
for
fix
free.
cars.
Most of the job.
You want to
The
fix
United
cars,
States
repair
and
cars.
Our service
Repair?
job, for example.
Maybe repair
The
cars.
teacher of the service, doctor. Let me check out de la NASA.
And so if she wanted to repair cars, she would perform a service for a fee. She gets paid to do it. So if
Okay.
Ashley wanted to repair a car, she
Entendí
would
cash,
be
pero no entendí lo otro.
Cash.
$75, please, for
Cash.
every hour. That's what
Cash.
my mechanic gets, is $75 every hour. So if he's
Re-
repairing my
repair-
car and it takes 4 hours, he gets $75
You did this?
each hour.
You did? You
What?
you repair the car? The transmission?
My mechanic.
Your transmission?
No. My transmission, the part would be $4,000.
$4,000.
And the
You can buy
hours of work,
no. You can buy a new car with that.
I can buy a new car with that, and I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a Jeep Liberty.
Jeep,
A Jeep Liberty.
Ah, the
a little
Jeep.
blue one.
the little blue one.
Yep, a little blue one.
How much?
$5,000.
$5,000. Is okay?
Huh?
I wanted a Mustang
Oh.
or Chevrolet Camaro.
Camaro?
Yeah, it's my favorite car.
Wow. Your father has a Camaro?
My favorite car. No, my
Oh, your favorite car.
My favorite car.
Okay. So you have these, right? You have all of these for this question? There's no more questions. So now you're doing the lesson 1 review. So you've looked, there's no more topics.
Review.
So now you're doing the review. So it says lesson 1 review.
Economic is fun. Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So here's my word bank. Here are my questions. The study of how people and countries make decisions about resources is called. So I'm going to look for this, the
Any for the
keyword.
topic?
You would put lesson 1 review.
Okay.
So escribe lesson 1 review. Okay?
Right.
So the first question I see in the word bank, economics, labor.
World Bank.
Yep, word bank.
Is a World Bank here?
Yep, the word bank. So a collection of
Where?
words.
Where?
Yep, so word bank. What are the words in the word bank?
World Bank.
Word bank.
Where is World Bank here?
It's a collection of the words that they're using.
Oh,
So what are the
Word.
words in the
Word
word
bank.
bank?
economic, labor, making choice, need, want.
Okay. These are words we've heard, right? You tu sabe?
Yeah.
Economics, labor, you've heard these words?
Yeah, I know.
They're in your vocabulary, right? So they're over here in vocabulary. I see labor, I see economics, I see choice. Okay? So your next step, lesson 1, just answer number 1. So you don't have to write that down. Just write down number 1.
Where? Oh. This
Okay?
one?
Yep, and just answer the question. The study of how people and countries make decisions about resources.
¿Escribo eso?
The study of.
Yes. Will you put that?
No. Do not write the question.
Okay.
Do not write the question.
Just the
Lodi,
number?
do not write the question.
Just the
the
number?
number 1.
Right.
Do not give yourself extra work.
Okay.
Because you have a whole book.
Yep.
Do not give yourself extra work. So, what one is the study of? Look for these words. The study of in your vocabulary list.
What was it?
Look for the study of.
The study of people and country make decision about results is.
I believe it could also be in your notes. So if you don't find them here, I believe they're in your notes. Of course, if they're going to give you a word bank, another way to do it, economics, labor, making choices, need, want.
Economics.
Economics.
Yep.
So then you write down
Study of the people and country make
Economics.
decision about economics.
number 2,
So you have the answer.
just the answer. So all you need is number 1 and the answer. Thank you for asking that question. That's important. Number 2, economics is all about what? Economics is about what? I see if I look on this page here, the keywords in the
How they use
question.
the scare results the most thing what? No. Is it?
If you look in your question, it says economics
It's
is
about what?
all about. So
About.
maybe look for where it says all about. I'm going to borrow this. So I'm going to go down here. And our words were choices. So I'm going to look for near the word choice. Over here. Oh, can't see it in the camera. Sorry, Floaty.
Slide.
Yeah. So I see the word choices here in the reading. See where I see it?
Choice.
And right
Uh-huh.
above that, because I see a period, so I know that's the end of the sentence, so I'm going to go back. Is all about. Is all about. See it? Those are the words from the question. Pregunta. Is all about. Choices. See it? Is all about choices.
Decision about how they use.
I'm not sure where you are.
I'm lost.
That's okay. Do you see the bold word choices?
Choices, yeah.
Now, I see a period, a point. Go back to the
Yeah.
beginning of that sentence.
Different.
So go back to the beginning of that sentence. See where it says, it is all about,
It's
is all about.
this one. It is.
It is all about.
making choice.
Right, and if you look in your question, it says, is all about. Same words, right?
Choice.
Choices.
Choice is the answer.
Choices is the answer, correct. Making choices. All right. So number 2 is
Me perdí.
La
making
respuesta de la
choices.
segunda, choices.
Making choices, yep, from your word bank.
Elecciones.
Making choices. See it in your word bank? Number 3. Work that people do is a resource called what? Is that going to be a resource called labor,
Work
need,
that
or
people
want?
do is a resource.
Labor, need, or want?
Labor.
You're saying labor?
No, service.
Service?
Yeah, it's service.
Why?
I would say,
Work that people do.
the people do for other people.
It says work that people do.
What do the people do?
And it's either going to be
It's a
labor, need,
labor.
or want.
It's a labor. It's a
It is
work.
labor?
It's labor.
You agree?
¿Cuál dijiste?
Labor. This one.
So he says it's this one here.
Is
He
it
says he sees the word work. And he is correct.
work? Yeah. Is work or labor? Labor.
Labor, because that's what's in the
Yep.
word bank. Labor. Yep. So number 4. Something people use but do not need to survive.
Something
People use but they do not need. Is that going to be need or want? Because those are your last 2 choices. See?
is want.
Need or want? Something that people do not need.
I think that it's not necessary to survive, but
You
what
got
make
it.
his life better is want.
Is want? do not need is not needed to survive, but makes life better.
Yep, makes life better. Like cell phones,
Yeah, we do not need it to survive.
refrigerator.
What's that?
Refrigerator, what is
Can you say it one more time?
refrigerador? Son ¿cómo se dice?
Can you explain more?
Like the thing you can put it in meat, like ice cream.
Refrigerator.
Yeah, refrigerator.
Refrigerator in 1950s.
Refrigerator. Yeah.
Refrigerator was a want, but it became a need. Because it used to be they had a place that was cold to store their food. A refrigerator was really cool because you could store it in the house, not have to go outside. So in our question, or in our text, if we were looking in the text, we couldn't find it in our vocabulary.
Si lo dejo
I
así,
see it
te
says
toca-
here, our wants are things that we
¿eh?
do not need to survive. And then when I look
O
at
sea,
the
si lo dejo
question,
así, te toca mucho el aire, o
the
lo
question
toca-
says,
Sí,
do
ponemos molesto.
not need to survive. All right, so last one. Something necessary to remain alive.
What?
Something necessary to remain alive is going to be
Oh,
a need.
something necessary to remain alive is
So last one. You need it to stay alive
this easy one. I got it.
is need.
You know, yes,
It's
need.
All right, write that down. Number 6. All right, what do I think?
Need.
So
So,
number
what do
si-
you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
So what do you think?
If you receive 10,000, how will you choose to spend it?
So if you receive $10,000, how would you choose to spend it?
To spend it. To spend it.
And this part, if you want to write it in Spanish, you can, if it's faster.
Let me see.
If
The
you
answer is
receive-
here. Is here?
Nope, this is a if. This is a what do you think? So
Oh,
there's
what do
no
you
wrong
think?
answer. Yep.
Oh, like
How would you spend $10,000 if you got it?
I can like make a business.
Yeah, you could say, I would create a business. I
Yeah.
would make a business. There you
I
go.
will make a business. Let me see. I can put what you think here.
You could, or you could just write number 6.
Or
Yeah.
okay.
And then what would you do with $10,000?
I
Yep. I would.
is like this. Right?
Yep. I would. What would you do
I
with
will
$10,000?
Make it.
What would you do? Okay. What would you do with $10,000?
This is right.
Make a business. You're going to put a period, right?
Oh, let's do it again. Nice.
I know my password, I do.
Entonces que cuando yo veo unos tenis con telitas y me dan ganas de
Okay.
pisarlos.
So I would what? What would you do with
Just no
$10,000? I gave you
Que tú harías con
10,000 dinero.
10,000, $10,000.
What would you do?
Damn, I buy a car.
You just said you'd create a business.
Yeah, no.
You could buy a car.
that
I
is-
could buy a nice
Yeah.
car with $10,000.
That is for expanded.
Ah,
Yeah, the business for expanded.
for
Expanded.
Expanding?
Expanded.
spend,
Expand it.
SPEND,
Yeah, expand it. I don't know how to say that.
spend.
Expand.
What's it? Then what would it be to buy a car? Buy and spend.
Buy.
They're kind of the same. Es mismo. Buy and spend.
Buy Spain.
I bought
Oh.
a car. I spent it on my business. I spent my money on my car. I spent my money on my business. So, do you want to buy a car or are you going to start a business?
business because I got enough money.
You can buy lots of cars if you
Yeah.
have a big business. Yeah, I see that. How about
then
you?
I bet a Mustang.
And then you would buy a Mustang. No, a Mustang or a Camaro?
How much? Camaro Mustang is preferably Camaro. It's more wood from Camaro.
Haria?
Hurry up.
What is that word?
What?
Haría.
Aria.
¿Qué esto?
Wood. Wood.
Does it mean wood?
Yes,
I
wood.
would.
Wood. I would.
Okay.
Waria. I would. Waria.
What about that one?
Wood.
Quería.
Wood.
Does that mean wood too? You have two words that mean the same thing as wood?
Wood. Yep.
Ah, well, fun.
I don't know.
Well, fun. So I would
Aria.
what?
Aria.
What would you do with $10,000?
Quería y haría no es lo mismo.
No, pero
They're
para
not the
ellos sí. No, not for us.
Not for you?
No.
What does quería mean?
Quería, wood.
Wood.
Aria is wood too. So it's for you.
When would you use quería?
Quería, like when you want
Mm-hmm.
in the past.
So, okay.
Yeah,
I wanted.
I want. It's like that. Yeah.
Ah.
Quería.
And then how do you...
Haría.
When would you use that?
Aria,
Yeah.
like when you make something, but in the future.
But you make something. I would in the future. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want haría. You want the other word. The other would. Haría. Yeah. So you want haría. Haría?
Aria.
Haría.
Haría.
Ah.
Haría.
Yeah.
Haría.
Aria.
So, yo haría what?
¿Qué tú harías con ese dinero? Yo me tiro para presidente.
Escribe. So what would you use $10,000 for?
¿Cómo se llaman los patines que son eléctricos?
Electric board, like the board you can, I don't know.
A skateboard?
Skateboard, yeah.
You want a
That one.
skateboard?
Yeah.
Skateboard.
That goes by itself?
Con $10,000 ahí.
Okay.
No tengo como algo.
What else do you want? It's $10,000.
Por lo menos voy a un resort de 5 estrellas.
I mean,
No sé.
You don't know?
No sé.
I would buy the things I would like.
Lo compra todo.
I would buy-
Chocolate y cosas.
Anything I wanted. There we go. I would buy anything I wanted. Starting with a skateboard. I would buy a skateboard. Just like a regular you push it with your foot skateboard.
Sí, es muy perezosa para hacer eso. Ya prefiero un eléctrico.
Or an electric one where you stand
Yeah.
up. So you would buy an electric skateboard?
Yeah.
An electric skateboard.
Skateboard. Electric board.
So she's saying she would buy an electric skateboard. There you go. I would buy anything I wanted. I would buy an electric skateboard. We could put first after that. I would. And then number 7 is next. Why do you think most of the jobs in the United States?
Canada are survive jobs.
Why do you think they are service
I want to go
jobs?
to Canada.
Canada?
I want to go to Canada.
Nice there.
I want to go to Canada.
It's nice there. So, why do you think most of the jobs in the United States and Canada are service jobs?
What do you think most?
Why?
I forgot most.
Porque.
Most. Creo que most.
Do you think? Why do you think? Porque. Tú piensas? The jobs in the United States and Canada, service jobs. Why are they service jobs? So I go back here.
Most of the jobs in the United States and Canada
Service.
are survive
Service.
Oh,
Service job.
It's what do you think? Yeah, it's what do you think? So the answer,
Work done for other people for a fee.
I think is
Why? Why service and not manufacture?
a lot of big business here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of big business here in the United States and Canada.
Mm-hmm. So why this one, but not that one? Why do we have service jobs here, but not manufacturing jobs?
And the most people in the world, they want to survive. They want money.
I want money.
Yeah, I want money.
But why are there more jobs that are service, where you do work for money, than manufacture,
Manufacture. Let me see.
where you
What do you think
where
most
you
of
make things?
Jobs in the United States and Canada are service jobs. Why is the answer?
Why?
Here?
Most of the jobs in the United States and Canada are service jobs.
For example,
You teacher,
your
doctors.
teacher of what? Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Your auto mechanic and store clerks provide a service. This guy's a window washer. So why are they service jobs, do you think? Here. Why are we not making more things here
In Guadalajara?
in the United
In
States?
the United States?
Yeah, why are we not making all of our cars? Why are we not making clothes? Why are your sneakers made in another country?
They're making clothes, they're making cars,
They're not, though.
motorcycles,
They're being made someplace else. Our jobs are service jobs. Where
houses.
sometimes, yeah. But why are most of the jobs here service and not manufacture?
I know.
I don't know either.
I see. Tell me.
Help you.
Are you ready?
Así que estoy,
No.
estoy
No.
con las cosas. Dijeras tú, mi mente anda en otro lado.
What do you think is?
Well, I'm going to go read a couple. I'm skimming. So I'm reading through the different pages. I'm looking for countries. I'm looking for United States. I'm looking for Canada, words from the question, to see if anything is,
Canada.
relevant to it. All right. Countries and people use their resources in different ways. Country might like to spend money on improving the lives of its people or on building up defenses. A person might like to spend money on eating out or buying new CD player. Land can be used for farming, businesses. However, people and government cannot do all of the
No te
things they
quieres dar el
want.
control, Luis.
They have to make choices.
Ese quería llevar sopa.
So why do you think?
Well, I think that what is
For
was
work done for other people for a fee. So doctors, auto mechanics, store computer repairmen. Why do we have those jobs?
There's a lot
And not a lot
store
of
here.
make me things. Like, we're not making sneakers here. If you look at your sneaker, Where is your sneaker made?
It's made. I think
Where is your shoe made? Donde your sneaker? Where was it made?
in China.
In China.
In China.
Where was your shirt made?
I don't know. Is it? I can see.
Where was his shirt made? Look on the back of his shirt. Where was his shirt
I
made?
can see. ¿Dónde fue hecho mi coloche?
Oh, it's a nice shirt.
No sé.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. Look again.
Made. Cuando dice madre, como ustedes dicen. Made.
Keep looking. Keep looking.
I don't know.
Made in
China.
no
Probably.
Ahí dice G. No creo que sé.
Jordan.
Jordan. What?
Your shirt was made in Jordan.
Jordan. Which Jordan?
Jordan's in Africa.
Africa.
Well, Middle East.
Damn.
So why is that producing clothes,
Vengo
producing
con pantalón de
in another country. But in this country, it's store clerks or someone who fixes my car.
Yeah.
Not someone who makes my car, but someone who fixes my car.
fixes.
Why do we have service jobs here, but not manufacturer jobs?
Probably the manufacturers
Mm-hmm.
was in other country,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the servers here.
Okay, so write that down.
Yep.
The United States and Canada
They have
Are not-
manufacture in another country.
are not places
Okay.
where things are manufactured. Did you understand what he said? Hey, Luis, can you share your idea?
Que Canadá y Estados Unidos tienen empresas en otro país y de esos países ofrecen servicio para acá.
Okay.
Es como que dicen,
Do you know why?
estos tenis fueron hechos en China, pero en realidad la idea viene de aquí de Estados Unidos.
Why do you think that is? Why?
Por ejemplo, cuando le venden también la tecnología a otro país.
How much do you get to work at McDonald's? How
A
much?
veces son hechos hasta aquí mismo y lo mandan para China. Allá le ponen el sello, se lo venden hecho ya. Sometimes the product
Mhm. Product.
is made here, and
Right.
then they sell the product to other country, and their country puts that was made here.
Oh, well, yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes that does happen. But other times, think about how much do we pay workers here?
Right.
How much is a person who does a job here paid?
Paid.
How much money do you make? ¿Cuántos dinero for a job, for trabajo in this country?
Like 800.
Okay, my mechanic. Remember my the person who repairs my
It's
car.
for hours, huh?
Yeah, he gets paid $75 an hour.
For hours.
If you work at McDonald's, $15 to $20 an hour. $15 an hour
$15.
to work at McDonald's.
That is okay.
How much do you get paid if you're making shoes in China?
No, probably
Let's see.
$50 for hours.
I don't know. Let's check.
$60.
Ask Google. How
Ask
much
Google.
does a person in China get paid to make shoes? ¿Cuántos dinero to produce a shoe?
In China.
Anywhere. Or to make a shirt, or to make your cell phone.
The servers al año. No sé
¿Qué
cómo
estás
se dice.
buscando?
Let me translate for you, miss.
Mm-hmm. In China, Nike employees would have to work 4,500 years to earn what the
This is the year, so
4,500 years.
yeah, $4,500.
It says years.
Oh, China's years
Years to make
It's
what we make.
years.
It's an incomplete
in
sentence.
the years.
Yeah, it's an incomplete sentence. What's the rest of the thought?
I know.
Go find the rest of your idea.
Years, nice. Possible. We can leave that. Nope. I can find it. You got it?
So I asked Google, how much money do people in China make to produce shoes? How much money do they make to produce a shoe? What's that say?
One.
One what? 100 or $1? Luis, take a look.
$1?
$1.67.
Well,
So not even
for
$2 an hour.
No manches.
For hours?
For an hour. For 1 hour of work, they get $1.67.
No way, damn.
Te juro que yo
Here-
I
creí
like that job.
que el 6 era 5.
Can you imagine?
Sí estoy.
So if you were a
¿Sabes
company,
cuánto ganan?
so if you
Sí,
were a
ganan
company like Nike,
a $1 la hora por trabajar, si no tenía.
so if you were a company like Nike, where would you want to
Well,
set up your manufacturing?
that depend how much is a dollar in China.
They're saying yes, exactly,
Eso depende cuánto es un dólar en China.
right. So a dollar might be worth different. You're right.
Because in the
But-
Dominican Republic, $1 is 57 pesos.
57 pesos.
Yeah.
So how much money does a person making something in Dominican Republic usually get
Like, for
for an hour if you'd go by the hour?
like an hour, I don't know.
You know?
I don't know. I don't have labor experience in the Dominican Republic.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yo no tengo
Do you know
experiencia laboral.
how much money a person makes in an hour making something in Mexico?
¿Tú sabes cuánto ganan en un trabajo más o menos allá en México por hora? ¿Cómo cuánto ganan
Me pagan por hora, es por día.
por día?
It's for a day.
Yeah, it's for
How much
day.
you get for
in
a
the
day?
Dominican Republic too, it's for day.
How much is it for a day of work?
It's for day, like
150. 200.
150. Es mucho, ¿cuánto? 150 pesos allá.
O 200.
¿Te pueden comprar algo, muchas cosas con 200
I
pesos?
want to know.
No.
I want to know. What was
You
it?
wanna know?
What's 10 cincuentos? I don't know what that is.
50.
50. $50 for an hour
$50.
for a day?
No,
Es
por una semana tú dijiste. O por día.
150? So $150
pesos.
200 for day.
in pesos or in
200 por
dollars?
día, ¿no?
Pesos.
200 pesos.
What's
per day.
200 pesos in
Pesos.
in dollars?
Pesos. Le dicen peso también, peso.
20
Pesos.
dólares. No. 20 dólares.
It's like 20,
$20?
I don't know.
No, mentira, no.
Let me know.
No sé, yo no
Let me
sé.
know, actually.
I don't know. I wouldn't know how to go back and forth between
I wanna know
pesos
too.
and in dollars. I don't know how to.
I want to know too.
Does my phone know how to?
Haha.
I would have to ask my phone if it knows how to.
10 dólares.
10? So $10?
$10.
per day.
$10 for a day. And here, if you work at McDonald's, you get $20 for 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
If you work an 8-hour day, so
Or $50 the hour.
if you were a company like Nike,
$15
if
la
you
hora,
made
pues,
sneakers,
$16 la hora.
so if you made sneakers, where would you want to go with your company? Would you want to make your company in the United States, where workers get $20 an hour? Or would you like to go to China, where a worker gets $2 an hour?
No, here it's more. It's more.
If you own the business, if you were paying the workers.
Oh, China, yeah.
Why? Why China?
Because I got more money because I just have $1, $2 per hour.
Yeah. And there's
I have to
less
pay-
rules.
I have to pay little bit more.
You'd have to pay a little bit more.
Yeah, in
You'd-
China.
In China, you would.
So here I have to pay more.
You'd have to pay more for your workers.
Yeah.
There's also more rules here.
Es por eso que, oh, ya yo entiendo. For that, they make a business in other country.
That's why a lot of companies
Por
make
eso de
businesses in
aquí
other
hace
countries.
negocio en otros países. Por ejemplo, tú con una empresa aquí en Estados Unidos, haces uno en México, tú tienes que gastar menos dinero para la empresa. Porque tienes que pagarle, o sea, bueno, depende de su país. Imagínate, solo tienes que pagarle $20 por aquí, ¿no? Aquí tienes que pagarle hasta 500 y o sea, te sale más caro. Chica.
I was gonna say that's a lot of words, but I'm assuming we understand now. So maybe write that down.
Yep. Where?
As part of your answer to number 7. The
right.
United States and Canada are not places where things are manufactured because
In Canada, they have business in another country. How do you read How do you write
¿Cómo se
country?
escribe?
Lo que tú
COUN
piensas acerca de eso.
country.
Creo que- Country. Oh.
Yo no sé qué pienso.
You could write it in Spanish.
No.
Write it in Spanish if you want.
Escríbelo en español.
So you could write the
Sí, pero
United
yo no
States and
sé.
Canada.
¿Qué?
The United States and Canada are not places where things are manufactured, which is what you wrote. You said first,
Sí.
because. So you escribe this. The United States and Canada. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna flip this paper around like this, and if we look here, you see your question. Most of the job in the United States and Canada are service jobs. Most of the jobs in the United States and Canada are service jobs. ¿Por qué? Because. So you could just write this down. Okay? Ooh, she's thinking.
¿Me repites lo que dijiste?
¿Qué?
Eso, lo que dijiste, lo último.
O que ya hacen negocio en otros países para ahorrarse más dinero porque tienen que pagar menos.
¿Cómo? Otra vez.
Es una buena idea.
Pero repites lo que dijiste.
Ellos hacen negocio, los que tienen empresa aquí, ponen parte de sus empresas en otros países donde el dinero valga menos, para así pagarle menos a los empleados y ahorrarse más dinero para ellos,
Porque le salga más barato.
para que les salga más barato.
Ok.
Lo mismo, pero más barato.
Ok.
¿Tú no viste ese meme?
No.
You understand?
Sí, sí, caray.
Yeah? Okay.
Saca
So number
ahí.
7. What are you going to say?
I try.
That's okay.
I try writing in English
Okay.
for practice for my.
This is good. Yeah, you're at that level where you can do that, and that's good. So I wrote, the United States and Canada are not places where things are manufactured because workers are expensive in these countries. It's expensive to get a worker. Okay? There's also rules about rules
Yeah.
about what you can do
Rules.
with
Rules.
garbage. You can't take chemicals, chemicals, like the paint for the shoes, and dump it in the water here. There's rules. You can't do that. No pollution. Do you know pollution?
I don't know pollution.
Let's see.
Doesn't work.
I lost my translate. Translate.
Pollution.
Pollution. Contaminación.
Determinación.
Contaminación.
Oh, contaminación.
Yeah, there's rules.
Pollution.
Big, very, very big
Which
rules.
contaminación? Pollution.
In this, yeah, pollution.
Pollution.
This is there's very strict rules in the United States
Pollution.
about pollution, and in Canada. Yeah, other countries not so much. Other countries, in China, not so much. India, not so much.
Contamination.
Yeah, it's okay to dump things in the water.
Wait, contamination is a synonym of pollution?
Contamination in English means the same as pollution, yes.
Ah,
You can pollute the water, you can contaminate the water.
pollution.
This is a much more formal word.
Yeah.
Contamination in English is a much more formal word than pollution. It's a good word.
Okay. Contamination.
Contamination,
Es
contaminate.
como una forma más fina de decirlo.
I don't want to contaminate my food supply.
Como las fresas.
That would be bad. Okay? So pollution.
Pollution.
You
Like
with
the
me?
ghetto.
The ghetto.
The ghetto speaker. Pollution.
Yeah. Give a hoot, don't pollute. All right. So there's rules and here about pollution, and there's rules here about how much money you can pay a worker. Okay? So this is why here is service industry.
Pay.
'Cause it's expensive.
Pay.
Other countries it's not as expensive. Expensive?
Expensive.
Do you know the word expensive?
A ver otra vez.
Eso tiene que saber.
Expensive. I think it's expensive.
Gasto.
Caro.
Caro.
Expensive.
Caro. Expensive. What is that word?
Expensive. It's pricey. Expensive.
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 Yes.
Expensive. Caro.
So,
Lo primero que se me vino a la mente fue expensivo.
Expensivo.
what is expensivo?
Yo no sé si siquiera sé qué es.
I don't know either.
Claro, allí.
I was like, is it going to be expensivo? No, it's going to be caro. Caro? Isn't that... Isn't that car?
No.
What?
What's car?
Car?
Yeah, what is
Caro. Oh, caro.
Ah, es
It's
caro.
expensive.
Caro.
Expensive.
Not
Caro.
caro. This is not caro?
Es caro.
Cara.
Caro.
Caro. Hello. This is not caro?
You know, your room's all done.
I was told my room is all done and I'm going to start moving today.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
I didn't know if anybody told you.
Bill came through and he said that if I needed to, I can employ some of you to help me move things.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is not caro?
Guys, the second time.
Yeah. That's okay. That'll start as soon as we're done here. So caro, how do you spell caro?
Es carro es así.
Carro.
Con
Double R.
Oh.
Double
y caro
Is
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
So caro,
Same.
expensive. Caro.
Carro.
Caro.
Carro.
Caro and caro.
Yeah.
Caro.
You can practice with ra, re, ri, ro, ru.
Okay. So, Glody, this is review. This is lesson 1 review all done. So, lesson 2 will look the same way. So, 9:15 to 10:42. How about we call it 10:45 because that makes life easier. So, put your time 10:45.
10:45.
Escribe 10:45. Wherever you put it.
45.
All right?
Man.
So, this is what you did today. And you have all of the vocabulary done.
Finish.
Mhm.
End.
So-
how do you read? How do you write end?
End.
End. Like finish.
E-N-D.
Oh.
The end.
E
N-D.
N D.
Yep.
The end.
So, maybe tonight, do lesson 2. Because you can do this outside of school, because it's a big book. Okay?
Okay.
So maybe do lesson 2 at home.
Okay.
At tu casa. And do it the same way. Here's the vocabulary for lesson 2.
Nos vamos a llevar el libro a
Uno
nuestra casa.
vocabulary. Here's 3 more words. So I'll do the vocabulary at home. Do the vocabulary, vocabulario. Do the vocabulary at home for lesson 2. All right?
All right.
Okay?
Miss.
Okay, Glory?
John.
All right.
I think.
Sinceramente yo no creo que Glory vea ese video.
Hey, Glory can still hear you right now, so if you're saying mean things about Glory, she can hear you.
Y si lo ve es un milagro. Y si lo ve, me tiene que mandar mensaje. Este más me está escuchando. Y si no.
I think she's going to be listening. Escuchando means listen, right? Yeah. I think she's listening. All right. Goodbye, Glody.
Miss,
Yes.
I think I leave Friday.